You stand up to get a glass of water. Footsteps behind you. You go to the bathroom. A nose appears under the door. You move from the couch to the kitchen to the bedroom, and at every point in the journey, you have a shadow. Four-legged, warm, and apparently under the impression that your movement from one room to another constitutes an event of sufficient significance to require personal escort. Your dog follows you everywhere. And the explanation that comes most immediately to mind, "They love me," is true, but it is also incomplete in ways that are genuinely fascinating. Research from Duke University's Canine Cognition Center, Hampshire College's Biology Department, and the University of Portsmouth has produced a detailed and remarkable account of why dogs follow their humans. And the answer involves evolutionary biology, attachment neuroscience, and a 15,000-year partnership that changed both species in ways we are only beginning to fully understand. Brian Hare at Duke University's Canine Cognition Center has conducted some of the most comprehensive comparative studies of dog and wolf cognition ever undertaken. One of his landmark findings addresses a fundamental question. What did domestication actually do to dogs at the cognitive level? Hare's research demonstrates that dogs possess a specific cognitive ability, the ability to read human social and communicative cues with extraordinary precision, that wolves completely lack. When both dogs and wolves were raised by humans from puppyhood and given identical socialization experiences, dogs showed dramatically superior ability to follow human-pointing gestures, gaze, direction, and subtle body language to locate hidden food rewards. Wolves could not perform this task. The ability is not learned. It is built into the dog's cognitive architecture through the selective pressures of domestication. What this means is that the dog's orientation toward humans is not simply a learned behavior. It is a cognitive specialization, a specific set of neural circuits that developed over 15,000 years. Because the dogs who were best at reading, tracking, and responding to human behavior were the ones who survived and reproduced in the human environment. Your dog follows you because their brain is specifically built to track you. You are the most salient stimulus in their environment. Not because you provide food, though that matters, but because their entire cognitive architecture is organized around human presence and behavior as the primary source of social information. Raymond and Lorna Coppinger at Hampshire College, whose research on dog behavioral evolution is among the most cited in the field, document that domestic dogs retain functional remnants of pack social structure, but that in the domestic context, the human family has replaced the canine pack as the social group to which the dog orients. In wolf pack psychology, pack members maintain proximity to each other as a fundamental safety behavior. Separation from the pack is dangerous. It reduces protection, reduces information flow, and increases vulnerability. The wolf that stays with the pack survives. The wolf that wanders alone is exposed. The domestic dog's following behavior draws on this same social proximity drive, but directs it toward the human attachment figure rather than toward canine packmates. Your dog follows you because proximity to their primary social group member is, in their behavioral programming, the safe state. Your presence means safety. Your absence, or the uncertainty of your location, means something that registers as a low-level threat, requiring resolution through proximity. This is why dogs don't merely follow you. They follow you into apparently unnecessary places. The bathroom, the laundry room, the quick trip to another room for something you forgot. The dog is not making a rational assessment of whether the journey warrants accompaniment. They are responding to a displacement drive that says, "My primary social anchor is moving. Maintain proximity. Move with them." It is not a reasoned decision. It is the output of 15,000 years of behavioral selection. Research from Julian Kaminsky at the University of Portsmouth, one of the world's leading researchers on dog-human communication, has documented something remarkable. Dogs monitor human attention, state with a precision and consistency that is unique in the non-human animal world. Dogs track whether humans are watching them. They modify their behavior based on whether they believe they are being observed, and they orient their social behavior, including following, partly as a strategy for remaining within the attentional field of their primary human. A dog that follows you into the kitchen may be doing so not only because proximity is intrinsically rewarding, but because they have learned that being near you increases the probability of positive outcomes. Interaction, play, food, affection, and that being out of sight decreases that probability. This is not cynical calculation. It is accurate social modeling. Your dog knows, from extensive experience, that good things happen near you. They follow you to remain within the range of possibility. Veterinary behaviorists distinguish between normal following behavior, which is present in virtually all dogs to some degree, and what they call Velcro dog syndrome, a pattern in which the dog cannot tolerate any separation from the primary attachment figure, shows extreme distress when the person leaves the room, and follows with an intensity that suggests anxiety rather than simply affection or habituation. Research on Velcro behavior from veterinary behavior specialists at Tufts University identifies it as a clinically significant variant of separation anxiety that is distinct from normal following. Velcro behavior is not simply intense love. It is a trauma-informed attachment pattern in which the dog's nervous system has been conditioned to treat separation from the attachment figure as a threat requiring constant management through physical proximity. Dogs who were abandoned, rehomed multiple times, or experienced significant loss events show significantly higher rates of Velcro behavior. The following in these cases is driven not by the positive reward of proximity, but by the anxiety of separation. Two very different motivational states that can look identical from the outside, understanding which is operating in your dog, the healthy, curious, affectionate following, or the anxiety-driven proximity maintenance, has important implications for how to respond. Healthy following does not need to be discouraged. It is simply a normal expression of your dog's attachment and cognitive orientation. Anxiety-driven following often benefits from gradual independence building and, in more severe cases, professional behavioral support. Your dog follows you because 15,000 years of evolution built them to track you, because their brain has specialized circuits for monitoring human behavior, because proximity to their primary social figure is, in their behavioral programming, the fundamental safe state, because you are the most rewarding and interesting stimulus in their environment. And yes, because they love you, in the genuine, neurochemically documented and evolutionarily shaped way that dogs are capable of loving. The bathroom escort, the kitchen companion, the inevitable shadow as you move through your house. These are not quirks or trained behaviors or cries for attention. They are the expression of a cognitive and emotional architecture built across thousands of generations specifically for exactly this, being near the human they belong with. Let us know in the comments. Does your dog follow you everywhere? Which room do they follow you into that surprises you most?